Welcome back. We are diving into what might be the most explosive interview of the entire Trump second term. It's the story everyone in Washington is whispering about today. Susie Wiles, the woman Donald Trump calls the most powerful woman in the world, has just given an interview that has the West Wing reeling. For years, Wiles has been the disciplined, silent force behind the scenes. But in a stunning new profile by Vanity Fair author Chris Whipple, the chief of staff broke her silence, and what she said has shattered the image of a unified White House. The headline grabber? She compared President Trump to an alcoholic. Now, context here is everything. Wiles made it clear she knows Trump is a teetotaler, he doesn't drink. But she drew a sharp psychological parallel to her own father, the legendary sportscaster Pat Summerall, who famously struggled with alcoholism. Wiles told the interviewer that Trump governs with an addictive, all-or-nothing personality. She said, quote, high-functioning alcoholics, their personalities are exaggerated, and so I'm a little bit of an expert in big personalities. This isn't just a casual remark. It's a chief of staff psychoanalyzing the President of the United States on the record. She described a president who believes there is nothing he can't do, a mindset she categorizes as dangerous if unchecked. And she didn't stop there. She admitted that despite her reputation as the Ice Maiden who keeps order, Trump frequently ignores her advice on critical issues, including pardons for January 6th rioters. Wiles revealed she urged the president not to pardon the most violent offenders from that day. He ignored her. It's a rare admission of weakness from a chief of staff who is supposed to be the gatekeeper. But if you think the personal insults were bad, wait until you hear what she admitted about the president's revenge tour. That is coming up next. Welcome to part 2 of our deep dive into the Susie Wiles confessionals. We've covered the personality clashes, but the policy admissions in this Vanity Fair piece are potentially far more damaging to the administration. For the first time, a top official has confirmed what critics have long suspected: retribution is on the menu. When asked about the prosecutions of Trump's political enemies, Wiles didn't spin. She didn't deny. She admitted there may be an element of retribution. Specifically, regarding the mortgage fraud case against New York Attorney General Letitia James, Wiles said, quote, that might be the one retribution. She even discussed the failed prosecution of former FBI Director James Comey, admitting, I can't tell you why you shouldn't think that looks vindictive. But perhaps the most alarming revelation concerns foreign policy. Wiles frankly discussed President Trump's campaign in Venezuela. Officially, the White House says their boat bombing campaign is a counternarcotics operation, an effort to stop drugs. But Wiles contradicted the official narrative completely. She told the interviewer that the president wants to, quote, keep blowing boats up until Maduro cries uncle. She confirmed this is about regime change, not just drugs. She even noted that people smarter than me say he will. This is a chief of staff openly discussing an unauthorized war of attrition against a foreign leader, bypassing the official State Department justification. It wasn't just foreign policy. She took aim at her own colleagues in the Justice Department. Wiles slammed Attorney General Pam Bondi for her handling of the Jeffrey Epstein files. She said Bondi completely whiffed by handing over binders of nothingness to conservative influencers, creating a PR disaster. Wiles was blunt. There is no client list, and it sure as hell wasn't on her desk. It's a brutal takedown of the nation's top law enforcement officer, coming from inside the House. We are in the final stretch of the Susie Wiles saga, and this is where bridges were truly burned. You would expect a chief of staff to protect the vice president and the president's biggest donor. Instead, Wiles unloaded on them. On Vice President JD Vance, Wiles didn't mince words. She dismissed his political evolution as sort of political and bluntly called him a man who has been a conspiracy theorist for a decade. Imagine the tension in the West Wing hallway today. The chief of staff calling the vice president a conspiracy theorist on the record. Then there is Elon Musk. Wiles described the tech billionaire as an odd duck and an avowed ketamine user. She expressed that she was aghast, her word, at his dismantling of USAID, the foreign aid agency. She defended the agency's work, directly opposing Musk's scorched earth approach to government efficiency. So, why did she do it? And what happens now? Since the article dropped on Tuesday, Wiles has gone into damage control mode. She posted on X claiming the article is a disingenuously framed hit piece and that her words were taken out of context. The White House press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, also issued a statement saying the president is united behind her. But insiders tell a different story. Reports from CNN and other outlets say White House group chats are in chaos, with aides asking, why would she say this? Is this a resignation letter in disguise? Or a power play to show she is the only adult in the room? One thing is certain, the Ice Maiden has melted the facade of a unified administration. We will be watching closely to see if she survives the week. What do you think? Was this a calculated move by Wiles or a slip-up? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates on this developing story. Thanks for watching.